I remember when I was about 10 years old, my dad was really in construction. He can build anything. It's pretty impressive. And we went to a construction site, and he was introducing me to everybody. He was like, "Oh, this is so-and-so, and oh, this is so-and-so," and they're the drywall or whatever. And I remember this older gentleman stood up, and he walked over to me, and he shook my hand. And his hand was so strong. Like, it was incredible. And this man was so tan. Like, he just lived in the sun. I was like, that is incredible. And those are the two things that I noticed, and then he walked away. And then my dad leaned over to me, and he goes, "You see that older man right there?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's like, he has been roofing houses for 40 years. I was like, 40 years? I was like, that's 4 times longer than I've been alive. And he was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "If you want to know anything about how to roof a house, it's like, you talk to that man. I'm talking shingles, metal, what to buy, where to start, all those different things," right? And we would say that, yes, if you want to know how to roof a house, you should go to him. Imagine a younger guy who's just getting started. He's like, "Hey, I would love to be able to learn how to do this. Can I just come alongside you and learn from your crew and just see how you do this?" He should be able to teach him, right? But what about this? We've been in this church, you've been in church for 20, 30, 40 years. And you've been walking with God. And you have a younger man or a younger woman that walks up to you and says, "Hey, I would love to just come alongside you and just to learn how you do what you do. Can you teach me how to study God's word? Can you teach me how to pray?" What do we say? That's not my job. You should go to Pastor Chad. I think you should go to Pastor Joey or maybe Pastor Chaz or someone who's on staff. They can help you with that. But that's not what the text says. It says that if you are a disciple of Jesus Christ, that you are to go make disciples. And the idea is you're like, "Well, I don't even know where to start. I haven't had that before. I'm fearful. What if I mess up?" And I want to let you know that you're not alone. Because I have been in church for 26 years of my entire life. I became a believer when I was 7, so 19 years I've been walking with the Lord. And I had been reading this passage in Matthew, and I was unbelievably convicted. And I had said every excuse in the book. Until I just started praying, and I was like, "Lord, I don't know if I can do this. I don't think I'm equipped. But I know that I'm supposed to do it. So I just ask that you put someone in my life." And I remember, clear as day, I was in a church very similar to this in North Carolina, and I was a third row Baptist. So I sat right over here in the church, and I happened to look over and I saw another third row Baptist over here, and it was a younger man. I'd never seen him before. And I was like, "I'm gonna go talk to him." So I go talk to him, and I ask if he wants to get a coffee or lunch or dinner or something like that. And he was like, "I'd love to do that." So we met, and I heard his story, and become a believer about 6 months ago. And he was trying to walk with the Lord. And he knows that he's supposed to read his Bible, and he knows he's supposed to go to church, but he doesn't really know what else he's supposed to do. And I said, "Hey, I would love to just disciple you. Would you want to do that?" And he said, "I have no idea what that means, but I would love that." And in my mind, I said, "I don't even know what that means, but I know that I'm supposed to do it." So I started meeting with this guy, and you know what started to happen? Is I wasn't trying to point him towards me, I was trying to point him solely towards Christ. And we started reading the Bible together, and I just started asking him a question. "Hey, why is this passage here? Why is this word? Why do you think that so-and-so says this verse?" He started growing like crazy. And you know what happened to me? I started growing like crazy. Because when you sit with someone and you have to explain why you believe things, it's a whole nother thing. And I think that's God's model for our church. We have the driver, back to the golfing analogy, we have the driver that's there, and that's this Sunday morning gathering that we have, right? Where we're just trying to get down the fairway, and we're trying to take a lot of people, and we're trying to get somewhere and cover a lot of ground, and we're trying to point you towards Christ.